Hey everybody, Adam Davidson, RadCast for Tuesday, December 13th, 2022. Here's Matthew chapter 2. As you may recall from yesterday, the Magi have shown up from the east and they're looking for the king of the Jews. When King Herod hears this news, it bothers him. This is what the story says. When King Herod heard this, he was disturbed, and all of Jerusalem with him. When he had called together all the people's chief priests and teachers of the law, he asked them where the Messiah was to be born. In Bethlehem in Judea, they replied, for this is what the prophet has written. And then they quote Micah 5:2. But you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah, for out of you will come a ruler who will shepherd my people Israel. And that's the word of the Lord. Interesting how God uses a no-name town and births his Messiah, his king, to a no-name couple. God does not need the upper hand. He doesn't need a leg up. He doesn't need to cheat. He doesn't need to know the right people. He really does take the most unexpected path to bring the Messiah into the world. Back in the day, Bethlehem was known as a very hoppin' great city. It was a fortress city. It was the city of David. It's where the story of Ruth and Boaz unfolds. Bethlehem itself, the word means house of bread. And so you have this city that had this once glorious time, which has now fallen on hard times and is known as sort of a no-name town. And this is where the Messiah is to be born. Not Jerusalem, not this incredible city and town of great magnitude, but sort of like off in the distance, 5 miles away from Jerusalem. What is God's angle here? He needs no angle. He says, what's the most unexpected, strangest, sort of under-the-radar way to come into town? It's to go here, not there, but here. God needs no advantage. God is not impressed by our systems and our structures. He doesn't, need us to help him at all. He simply comes in the most unexpected way because he needs nothing to make him effective. I think we've made that point. But here's the other point, and this is where it gets a little challenging. Did you notice that Herod is disturbed? Now, why is Herod disturbed by the presence of the Messiah? Because he knows that the people, especially the Israelites, the Jews, are going to start to follow Jesus if he really is the Messiah, because he is the king of the Jews. And so his threat leads him to do very, very destructive things, which we'll talk about tomorrow. But I have a question, and this is a heart question for you and I. This is where God is stirring in me today. Is it a threat to my kingdom for Jesus to come into my world? And the answer is yes, because it means that I will have to surrender and give up authority that I have over my life so that I can truly and fully follow this king. So I ask you, as Jesus sneaks in under the radar, perhaps in this video that you didn't even see coming from some guy you don't even know, is God using this scripture and this time to talk to you about he coming into your life as king and you having to surrender rule and authority? Are you disturbed by the presence of Jesus? Just something to think about. That's RadCast.